Good evening, everybody. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going in. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. I'm still here in my chair. I'm still crocheting. I did manage to get 100 rows done. I told you I really don't even add the stitch markers until it becomes worth counting. So I'll just kind of stick around and see if anyone pops in. Sorry it's so late. But I slept most of today, so I'm up. Hey, MTT. How are you? I am making a cardigan for myself. I own 2 cardigans, and they're both so thin that you could put both of them together and still see through them. So, as I get more seasoned, well, I can't say that I'm well. This is my discharge papers from the ER, which is where I spent most of the day. Diagnosis, chest pains, elevated troponin level. That's heart enzymes, actually. I think I'm kind of baffled by that because your troponin level should be no more than 12, between 0 and 12. Mine came in at 61. And you still discussed the possibility of sending me home. I mean, I'm going to see my PCP tomorrow, but at 61, and then 2 hours later, it only dropped 1 point. It only dropped down to 60. They did say that I was severely dehydrated. So even though it's almost midnight, I am drinking my first cup of coffee. But this is my 5th bottle of water. Yeah. But the other thing that they listed, which I have only read it in diagnosis, hey sis, but no one has actually said the words to me. And it's concerning because my mother had the same condition. And it's called, it's acronym TCP, which is thrombocytopenia, which is a low platelet count. And I'm having an issue with that because if my platelet count is too low, I could bleed out from a pen stick. That's like just a step above being, what is it called when you can't clot? Hemophiliac, I believe it is. So why is no one talking about this? My mother used to have to get platelet infusions. And I have a surgery coming up. And if my platelet count is not where it should be, I can't have the surgery. It's, it's a twisted life. Oh boy. But I keep fighting. I keep fighting. So what's on your hook? What's on your hook, sis? And your hook, MTT. I'm glad to see you all here. I'm making a cardigan, sis. I think I've been showing, my cardigans. Well, I've shown the green one, but the white one is thinner than the green one. And yesterday morning at 7 o'clock, it was 31 degrees. That's cool, MTT. I haven't made stockings in years. I've not made stockings in years. My my grandkids probably, I don't know. I could make them Brahma Dudawa. I don't know. As long as it's crocheted and it came from grandma, they would be happy. They would not care at all. My granddaughter is a bit of a fashion designer, so whatever I make, she turns it into clothing articles for her dolls. And her dolls all have names of famous gymnasts. She's 9 and she's level 2 autistic. But she is verbal, very smart, very smart. Um, and she's ADHD. My grandson is 6 and he likewise is ADHD. But this little 6-year-old reads on uh, high 7th, low 8th grade level. Tell you how smart this little booger is. So last year, when he was in kindergarten, one of his teachers' um, co-workers, another teacher, asked my grandson to run an errand for her. And my grandson said to her, he was then 5, "I'll do this for you, but I'm not one of your constituents." Oh. Well, sis, tomorrow is my birthday. That was one reason I was so stubborn about going to the emergency room. I didn't want to spend my birthday in the hospital. So when they gave me the option to come home, of course I jumped on it. Yes, I want to be home. Thank you. I told my daughter, I said, we got to play the numbers. And I don't even, I hold on to every penny I get. But my troponin level was 61. I'll be 61 tomorrow. When they did the second round or the time lapse, uh, it dropped down to 60. Of course, I'm 60 now. So I told her, I said, you got to play 260, 261, and 6061. And then I was born at 63. So, yeah, I went through a period of, okay, it's my birthday, la 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 la. But I tend to, starting last year actually, when I turned 60, I was really excited about turning 60. But you'd have to know uh, my history, you know, um, the number of times my parents or my family has been told she's not going to make it. And I'm here. I'm here. I'll be 61 tomorrow. I mean, from birth, my mother was told, was the second of twins. And my mother was told that I would not be the surviving twin. And my sister passed away on December 1st. And I was born on December 2nd. I'm not a quitter at all. I don't know how to do that. I don't. And sometimes, most of the time, that's a good thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing. Um, in some relationships that I've had, it 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 ended up well in that I'm still here. But there were a couple of them. Uh, if I had let go in the first signs of trouble, then I might not be in the health that I'm in now. Um, and one message I put out there for anybody, male and female, if you're going through any type of abuse, your life is not worth it. It's not. Your psyche, your mental is not worth it. Your physical health is not worth it. Your spirit is not worth it. You deserve happy. And some people don't think that they can be happy alone. Sometimes that is the greatest happiness because you can move like you want to move. You can do things that you want to do. You can control your life. You don't have anybody else trying to take control of you. And something that outsiders don't understand is that, they look at you and say, well, just leave, or you don't even have to be there. No, you don't have to be there. But what you don't understand is that when someone controls you by fear, they have a hold on you that is so tight that it's scary. And not being in that situation and not understanding, it's not fair to say to people, just leave. You don't have to be in this situation. Just get out of it. Pack your bags and walk away. No. When you are with someone who says, if you call the police on me, they can't hold me forever. If you ever call the police on me, think about your kids. Think about your mother. Think about your friends. You know, um, they walk in the house, you're asleep. They snatch you up out of bed by your hair, and try to throw you out of a closed window. Another thing, they get you up in the middle of the night. This actually happened. They get you up in the middle of the night, duct tape you in a car, drive to another state, kidnap another woman, duct tape her to a tree, and make you watch while they assault her. Yes, you're afraid. He just went and snatched this woman out of her house with her family there. And how do you run away from that? I'm out of it. It's been years. This was back in the 90s. But that situation followed me for years. And it's not as easy as, those people say, just walk away. You can't always do that. But when you do, when you get tired, when you've had enough, when you know that it's your time to make a move, you will. My second marriage, I walked away from that with a duffel bag, clothes, and the clothes on my back. I mean, I left everything. Clothes, family photos, DVDs, all kinds of electronics and furniture, and kitchen stuff, everything, everything. 3 bedrooms of furniture, 2 living room sets, a dining room set, washer, dryer, everything. I do have an Amazon wish list. It's at the bottom in my description box. I am working on it and adding to it. Uh, I was raised by a very independent mother, so I didn't know how to ask for help, I guess I should say, or tell people. I used to be asked, "What do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas?" And it was always, "Whatever you give me." Even though sometimes it would be something as simple. And I've learned to say, "I want a card. I want you to pick up the phone and call me and say happy birthday to me." I've found my voice and I've learned to use it. So um, it's a new experience for me to have the birthday wish list, the Christmas wish list, the Amazon wish list. But it's kind of fun at the same time because growing up, my summers was spent back home in North Carolina, and I used to sit on the porch with the big magazines from Sears and J.C. Penney's, and I would go through and make my wish list of the clothing that I wanted and that type of thing. But never verbalizing it to anybody, just writing all this stuff down and sticking it under my pillow. And my mom was very perceptive, so lots of times she would find the list. And yeah, she and her parents spoiled me and taught me how to spoil me, but I'm not excessive with it. I mean, okay, so I only drink Folgers coffee, and I only use International Delight creamer, and I only eat Jif peanut butter and Duke's mayonnaise. And yeah, Mount Vernon pickles. But yeah, this life in itself is an experience, and it's something that we all have to navigate. And my wish for everybody is to learn to love yourself. Self-love is so important. It is so important. I love my family in that my daughter wakes up every morning and she comes in my room and she says, "Good morning, pretty." And I respond with, "Good morning, beautiful." And it has trickled down to her kids because we call my granddaughter Princess and we call my grandson Handsome. And when we say good morning to them, my granddaughter will say, "Good morning, Queen." And my grandson says to both of us, "Good morning, beautiful." And the affirmations, um, it's not only teaching you to love and respect others, but if I show you that positivity and raising you, then it's teaching you to accept that from others and accept it from yourself. Excuse me. Hopefully, I have a surgery coming up next year. And I had to have a long conversation with the receptionist, the appointment receptionist, because she was telling me a list of things that I had to do for um, the pre-op stuff that I had to do, but it was all centered around weight loss. Okay, I plan to lose weight. Um, we went through the insurance company denying the surgery for a while, and okay, I get it. They think it's plastic surgery. You too, hon. Okay, and I will definitely drink that water. I promise you, I will. But I had to reassure them, I don't want this surgery for weight loss. What it is the people call it the FUPA, I've always called mine a falupa because it's like extra large. It's called a panis. And I want the panis gone. I don't care about my sweet rolls on the side, my wings. Okay, I got wings. I got thigh fat. I have all of that. I get it. I can work on that if I can move. I want to be able to move. I want the problem. I don't want surgery, I don't want all of that to fix a problem that I can fix. But at the same time, I love me. I'm not embarrassed by me in general, but that's one thing about me that I don't like. And it's not necessarily that I care how it looks. I care about the fact that it's cutting off the circulation to my legs and it's keeping me grounded. That's what I care about. Notice I said I love me. And I wish I could just get that message out to everybody. You are so important. You are smart. You are special. You are worthy. You are enough. And if others around you can't accept that, it's their loss. There's somebody for everybody. And that somebody doesn't have to be just one somebody. And I don't mean in a close, intimate relationship. I'm talking about friendships and, people that you have in your circle. Um, when you find those people that belong in your circle, that's good. That's a good thing. But it all starts with loving you. If those people can't feed positivity in you and allow you to feed positivity in them, you need to rethink that. You need to rethink that. That's the mother in me. Yes. I don't know if um, I have had many close calls. I've been counted out a few times. I've even had the time called on me. And same to you. What is that? Shatika Woods Crocheting? Is that Shatika or Shatika? But how are you and welcome in? But yeah, so I know in order for me to still be here, it's got to be a purpose. And everything around me has only blossomed through love and peace. And that's my message to the world. I think everybody deserves peace and everybody should know love. Absolutely. But it all starts here. You got to love yourself. I wanted to pop on tonight. I'm not going to keep y'all very long. But I wanted to pop on tonight, first of all, because I have told myself that I wanted to do more lives. So you'll be seeing more of me. And because of what happened yesterday and today, I wanted everybody to know that I'm okay. I'm okay. Ultimately, like they said, I was severely dehydrated. My troponin levels are pretty high. And thrombocytopenia. But I will have that discussion with my doctor tomorrow and we'll figure out how we're going forth with that. Because I'm going to get this surgery out. I'm claiming that. Absolutely. So, Shatika, what are you working on? I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much, sis. I definitely will. As long as I got 5 or 6 bottles of water in there and enough to make at least 2 meals, I'm good. And definitely, long as I got yarn and hooks, it'll be a beautiful day. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. I have no idea. I'm winging it and I'm making it up as I go. I have an idea in my head. Here again, per usual, I'm not writing anything down. I need to. I need to. I know. I know. I know. But once I get the waistband or the band done, then I'll know how, or I'll figure out how I will proceed. That's where we are so far. And this honestly is the slowest part of it. This is the slowest part of it. The ribbed edging, and deciding how wide is it going to be. I don't want it form fitting. It is going to be kind of long. I do know that because I use my scooter to get around and I want something to protect me when it's cold. So this is nice and thick. It's acrylic. It's full worsted weight, and it'll cover me from neck, hopefully, to over my knees. So it's going to be pretty long. I don't want it to go all the way down to my ankles. I think that'll be a bit heavy for me. But definitely down over my knees. But once I get through with this part, the rest of it should work up pretty easily. So maybe that'll be a Merry Christmas to me. I got the washcloths that I needed done. And that's what I had planned on giving out for Christmas. And so I got everybody's washcloths done. Um, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I do have other projects that need to be done. I'm a crocheter. We know that it's not just one thing on our hook, but I'm going to try to complete as much as I can before 2025 gets here. I'm sure all of us say that every year. I don't want to bring in the new year with a whole lot of whips, but I'm going to prove it to myself. I am definitely going to prove it to myself because I am going to frog a lot. I am. I'm going to frog it, wind it up, and get ready for the next project. Yep. Okay, guys, we've been here almost 30 minutes. And like I said, I didn't want to hold anybody up or anything. I just basically wanted to pop in, let everybody know that I'm okay. And y'all hold me accountable. I don't mind. Ask me any day, have you had your water today? How much water have you had to drink today? Did you walk today? Just hold me accountable. I don't even mind. I don't mind at all. Uh, my email address is listed in the description box below. Drop me an email. I don't mind at all. You can catch me on Facebook sometimes. You can catch me on Instagram sometimes. But you can definitely catch me here on the streets of YouTube. I'm right here on Kitty Lane. But I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful December 9. Of course, it starts today as for everybody, but it really starts for me tomorrow as it is my birthday. And guys, please love yourselves. Please, please, please love yourselves. That is the greatest love. And you can't give anyone else the love they deserve unless you love yourself the way you deserve, and know deep down within that I really love you too. Okay, until we see each other again. Good night. Good, good, great. I love you, sis.